Okay, check this out. 1 tablespoon of ketchup has 1 teaspoon of sugar in it. So that means 1/3 of this is sugar. So I'm going to show you how to make gourmet ketchup from scratch without all the sugar in it. Let's get started. I'm going to start off with a little molasses, some red wine vinegar. We have some Stevia, which is a stevia blend. It's just going to give it a little more body without the sugar. We've got cloves. We have star anise, some salt, some fennel, an onion, some garlic, and of course, tomatoes. So we got a lot of chopping to do here. Let's just get started. Start off with the fennel. And we're going to use the fennel bulb. And what a lot of people don't realize is actually the top of the fennel is actually anise. So we're going to set this aside because we might be able to use that in another recipe. So we're just going to chop this up into some smaller usable pieces. Like so. If you like licorice, this is it's very fragrant. Okay. We're going to add this to a big pot. Start putting our ingredients in there. Next, we're going to slice up an onion. They can be fairly big pieces. Throw that in the pot. Next, we're going to do the garlic. Oh. I like garlic, so we'll go ahead and use maybe 6 cloves. Once you smash them, you can use a garlic peeler. Some people do it. I don't mind doing it by hand. Comes about pretty easy if you hit them with a knife. There we go. Yeah, perfect, beautiful. So we'll throw those in there. And that one came off really easy. All right, so the last one. Just go ahead and throw that in there. Perfect. And we'll get started on the tomatoes. Just take that top off like so. Now that we have them all in one pot, you want to start adding your ingredients. So let's start adding the molasses. Start adding the red wine vinegar. We'll add the Stevia. And the molasses is a little slow. We'll get there. We'll add the cloves. The star anise, and the salt. Okay. Okay, so we have all the ingredients in the pot now. We're going to turn it on medium, and we're going to let this simmer for about 45 minutes. Okay, yeah, whew, this is looking really good. Yeah, it's perfect, perfect, perfect. It's exactly where we want it. Okay, we're gonna turn this off, let's get started with it. Okay, so we've had this going for about 45 minutes, and it's got a pretty good consistency here. Let me see if I can show you. There we go. Yeah, you can see that the vegetables have like become pretty soft and the spices have kind of melded in there. What I'm gonna do, and this is totally optional, but I'm gonna do this so you can see exactly what I've got going on here. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in this glass bowl, and there we go. Perfect. Yeah, let's get it all out of here. All right, so I'm gonna set this aside. And you can see how it looks. Yeah, it's not very red, but you know, the thing is that they put red dye number 5 in ketchup. Who needs that? And this isn't gonna be quite as red, but it's gonna be twice as delicious, and it's not gonna have all that sugar. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna fire up this hand blender, and we're just gonna blend it all up, all that garlic, all those spices. Yeah. And you can see after even after just a few seconds here, it's already getting a good consistency, just like ketchup. After you put it in the refrigerator, there's a lot of oils and stuff like that in those vegetables, and especially in those spices, and it's going to thicken right up. All right. You might end up with some of that star anise. It's pretty woody, and maybe even some of that fennel might still be in there. And what you can actually do is you can take a strainer and strain it, but I don't see a lot of that in there. So we're not going to bother straining it. But what we are going to do is we'll go ahead and put it in a container, and then we're going to put it in the refrigerator. So what we're going to do is just get a funnel and a ladle, and let's just go ahead and load it up here. There we go. Yeah, this looks really good. Look at that, Heinz, we're coming after you. Yeah, this is really, really great. This would be great with burgers, fries. Although fries aren't really that good for you. Onion rings, if you make them with whole grain. But yeah, we got quite a bit here. Let me get a couple more here. Smells amazing. So there we go. Wrap that up. We're just going to put this in the refrigerator for a couple hours, let it firm up, and then we're going to give it a shot. So everybody's got to have an indulgence. Mine, onion rings. So here we go. We've got onion rings, but they're gluten-free, in homemade ketchup with no added sugar. Now, I can show you how to make this, but I can't show you how it tastes. So go to the website at www.stevia.com and try any of our products. If you find that they don't meet or beat your expectations, send them back. We'll refund your money, no questions asked. Bon appetit.